I'm Sonya HASLON, and welcome to the next level. We're here at the Red Lion in Manhattan, and I'm here with Kean. How you doing, Danny?
Hi, Miss Sonya.
Oh my God, you guys missed an awesome performance. Everything was very live. It was totally soul. How did you feel about tonight's performance?
It's always fun. This is our first time with our drummer tonight. So I was playing left-hand bass, singing, playing keyboards, guitar, and trying to lead the band.
Yes.
Hard. But I had fun no matter what. I hope people did too.
Yes, we really had an awesome time. What were some of the songs that you sung tonight?
I did some Stevie Wonder. I did some Al Green. I did some Prince. I did some David Ruffin. I did some Albert King. I did some all kinds of stuff. Bobby Bland, Bobby Womack, some of my stuff. Boss Skaggs, Prince. I think I mentioned him already because I love him. I love him so much I had to mention him twice.
I noticed. I know when I first met you, you sent me like 3 videos. I saw that you did just some of your favorite songs tonight.
Yes.
Which ones were your favorite songs?
Let's see. What are my favorite songs? I had the best luck in the world with Love and Happiness by Al Green. I won the Apollo with that in 2005, 4 times in a row, starting on Steve Harvey's radio show. I played it with a little old broken keyboard with blue buttons that light up when you play them.
Talk about the struggle.
Oh, dude, he looked at my stuff. He goes, son, with gear like that, you're either a great musician or a crackhead. And considering that I won, I must not have been a crackhead.
Oh, my goodness. Well, a lot of people don't know who Kean is. Tell them who Danny is.
I am me. I am a blind musician, keyboard player, singer and songwriter, guitar player, producer from New York, and I love music and I'm all about it, and I've been doing it since I was born, and I ain't gonna stop until I'm 6 feet under. And even then you might get some music. I might be like Tupac. I might get albums later.
You're coming back.
Yeah, somehow. I might just play jokes on people.
Well, you know what? In talking to you, and I met you on Facebook, a lot of people don't even realize you were on American Idol.
I was on the first season, and I was disqualified because there was a dance competition at the time. They said, son, this ain't gonna work. I said, give me a guitar, it'll look good. They said, nah, man, we can't dance with it. Ain't that you can't sing. Is that at that time that's what the competition was about. It was about that sort of multi-dimensional thing that it didn't end up being. But I was in the very new part of the show. It was an experience.
Well, a lot of people wonder, you're in this profession, you're singing, and you're awesome at what you do. A lot of people sometimes they have a disability of not having their sight. How has that affected your career?
Well, it's been a blessing and a curse, like all things. As much as it gets people interested because of the great Stevie Wonder, Ray Charles, Art Tatum, George Shearing, Jose Feliciano, it also, nowadays, we're in a very digital-based world where it's all about videos. Blind folks ain't the best at making videos. And there's also a fear of putting us on the road now. I don't know why. But when I was a kid, I could get a lot more tours. And now it's harder to get because people are afraid to take the risk of putting a blind person out there. So there's a lot of stereotypes. I mean, I've actually been denied opportunities discriminatorily because I could not see. And I ain't the suing type, but that's how people get themselves in lawsuits and stuff. But you know, once you get into that pattern, you're the guy that sues people. So I didn't even go there. But it's a thing that gets people involved with my career, and it also keeps people away.
Now tell me, I noticed when you were on stage, you're so comfortable. You had your foot pedal there where you could find it. I noticed that you had your little box on top of the speaker.
Oh, yeah.
How is it that it's so easy for you to be able to maneuver so well on the stage?
I was born without sight. What's good about that is that I'm not missing anything. In other words, I didn't lose anything. I learned to feel my way around things and take the time to learn the stage or wherever I'm at. But if I get on stage, I put my amp in the same place every time. I put my pedals in the same place. I put my guitar in the same place. I put my 2 keyboards at the same height, so that when I go for something, I usually get it. I don't always get it, but 99% of the time.
Well, okay, so you got to come out. You do different functions. You come to the Red Lion. You do other events. Now, I watch your Facebook page, Danny.
Yes.
You hear me? I watch it. I saw something about the Sugar Bar. What's going on with that?
I am part of the Sugar Bar family, and they are amazing people. Valerie Simpson and Nick Ashford have been very close friends of mine since I was a little boy, and Nick was a big supporter, and Val still is a big supporter of mine. And I've done many a night there and had many a time there. And if you have the opportunity to come to the Sugar Bar on 72nd Street in Manhattan, that is the place to be. And I'm very fortunate to be part of that set of very talented, kind people.
Well, I'd like to know. Now, you play here at the Red Lion. How often do you play here?
About once a month or so.
Okay, and I see the vibe that you have here. I see you got your support of your mom, your dad. You've got a beautiful family. They're so awesome and supportive. If you could say anything to them right now about how they supported you throughout your career, what would you want to say?
I would say that if it wasn't for them, I would have gave up and become something else rather immediately after getting into it. And if they made this worth doing and possible, if it wasn't for them, I'd be, I could be further up and I could be further down, but I wouldn't be who I want to be. And I owe all of that to them.
It's so awesome. Okay. So you have your team here. There was a woman here, a woman of color that was in band.
That is my dear friend, Miss Ebony Joanne. I'm producing her album. She's a very famous Broadway and theater and film actress and singer. And I've been working on her album for about a year and a half, and it's about to be released in 2 weeks. Well, the first single is about to be mixed in 2 weeks. I have to clarify that perfectly.
And what is her vibe? Is the blues R&B?
It's nothing but the dirty old blues.
And how did you find her?
She is a dear friend of Ms. Valerie Simpson, and she stumbled on me one night and knew that I had learned that I had played for a lot of blues men and have a great love and passion for the history of that music. And so she chose me to be one to put the album together for her. So I'm very proud to have been part of that, and it's going to be incredible, and I hope you will look out for it. It's called Tough Love by Ebony Joanne.
Okay, so we'll have to look out for that. Now, when you first started out in your career, at what point in your life, okay, you said you were blind from birth, at what point did you realize that you had this talent and this was something that you really wanted to do, to pursue the music?
About 11 years old, I used to take home records and I'd put them on and I'd split them up so, because, you know, old records were very panned, right? So the guitar and the drums would be on the left and the vocals would be on the right. Well, I'd pan out the guitar and the drums, and I'd play organ for Jimi Hendrix, and I'd play piano for Stevie Wonder, and I'd play keyboard bass for Rick James, and people would come in and say, that sounds cooler than what's there. And people really encouraged me. My sister, my friends, people really pushed me to do it. And by the time I was about 15, I was doing it professionally in clubs and on records, and it's been up and down ever since. Real high up, real low down, but it's always music, and it's 24/7 music.
Now, how did you find your band? I know you said the first time tonight you played with your drummer.
Yes.
The guitarists that were here, you had two gentlemen here. Who were those guys?
One was our usual guitar player named Mark Bowers. He plays with us in all of our city stuff and around if we go on the road. He has played for Prince and George Benson and the Manhattans and Kool and the Gang. And I know him for about 8 or 9 years now. We've been working together for about 2. And he's a talented, one of the most talented people I've ever met in my life. And I'm fortunate to know him. And the other fellow was a special guest friend of Mark's and mine named Sheldon Good. And he works with J.T. Taylor and a lot of different people. But he was just guesting with us and having a good time, because that's what music's about sometimes, is hanging with your friends and see what kind of trouble you can start.
Okay. The other thing that I know about you that you're able to do, I watched one of your videos. I noticed you play the keyboard and the guitar at the same time.
I do, and I play left-hand bass usually. It's all just, you know, from having small bands and small venues and being whatever people needed to be, I needed to be. If I was backing a singer and she needed a bass player and didn't have a bass player, Dan will cover it. They needed a guitar player, Dan will cover it. No matter what it was, I always had to step up. So it's trained me for the life that I have right now. I'd love to have a bigger band, but time is not made a way for that yet. But I'll be waiting and I'll be ready. And that's right.
Okay, so you sing, you play the guitar, and you play the keyboard. Out of those three things, if you had to choose which one was the most favorite that you would want to do, which is your favorite?
They're all my favorite for different reasons, but piano is my first love. I did it since I was 2 years old, and I can't stop. It's what I dream about at night. It's one of them things. People say in my sleep I go like this. Yeah, there's always something going on. So that's always happening. So playing piano is always my favorite. I love them all for different reasons, though.
So you sing a lot of songs, a lot of those melodies that you've written on your album. Those are songs that you've written?
I have 11 out of the 12 are mine. The 12th one's a cover of an old Stevie Wonder tune written by Ronald Miller called "Heaven Help Us All." I don't know if you remember that song, but that's one of my favorites, and I put a spin on that. But the rest of them are mine, and I played a lot of the instruments. I produced all the record, so it's something I'm really proud of. I can't wait to make another one.
So when can we expect something new to come out? Actually, let's ask this: what do you have out now? What album do you have?
I have an album out since 2011 called Danny Kean, which is my name. Who's that guy? Some blind guy. And that album I'm current. As soon as I'm done with the Ebony Joanne record, I hope to have an album out in 2015, and that's going to be called Closer. Closer to what I want to be. And that's the truth. I just want to get closer to the guy I want to see in the mirror someday.
Well, that is awesome. I want you to tell the people how they can reach out to you, where they can find your music. I know you're on Reverb Nation. Tell them everywhere they can find you.
You can find my music at www.DannyKeanMusic, that's DannyKean music.com. You can find me at Danny Kean on Facebook. I'm on Twitter, Danny Kean, at Danny Kean. I'm all over the place. I'm on Pandora, Amazon, MySpace, Reverb Nation, you name it, you can find it.
All right. Well, what we're going to do is now we're going to take a moment and we're going to see what went on tonight and watch a video. And meanwhile, we're going to let them go ahead and enjoy that. We want to thank you for tuning in to The Next Level. We're at the Red Lion here tonight. Things are awesome. The food was great. The entertainment was just as good. And the help, the waitresses, they were awesome. This is one place you really want to check out. Thank you so much for spending time with us. I'm SONYA HASLON on The Next Level with SONNY Productions.